All right, we're back. We're gonna do some gameplay today. Maybe listen to some tunes. Later on, when some folks get on the stream, I'm gonna talk about the changes that they're coming up in the game. I'd done that already on one of my earlier streams when it dropped. I actually was online when the message dropped within the game about it. And we'll talk about that some. Somebody asked me if they what my opinion on it, so I'll go back on it again and see what we can do. So we got a lot of stuff today. Today is a busy Sunday, actually. Some stuffs are wrapping up, like the battle pass, and let's see what the other event is. This one here, as soon as the pull in the store goes in there, I'll be done with it, or tomorrow's dailies. Uh, I'll be completely done with it. So we got that going. Come on, let's see that one. Tearing the Vengeance to 15. I'm not gonna, of course, I'm not gonna make that in 2 days, so that one's like dead. Let's see what's left in this arc. The new missions. I didn't finish the other mission. We need to do that now so we don't forget it. The missions this time were stupid, and the rewards were not very good. So I think I just blew it off. Let's see if we can find it real quick. That's something we'll do first today. Reach neutral space. Let's go. Let's see. Do we got all our people in the Vengeance? Yeah, we'll take the Venge out. Well, what was cool yesterday, if you weren't on the stream with me, I found the way to unlock how to beat the 60 solo defenses there. I mean, the elite ones, the ones that are like so strong that would kill my Kretschna, even on the last thing. But the key on that thing ended up being having the Junker completely tiered out, because the Ray kills them, not just weakens them. Because I've tried that earlier, but it wasn't completely finished. And I guess the research wasn't all the way done either, so the Vengeance was actually no help in that thing at that point. Oh, gosh, dog it. Okay, we do have some hostiles to kill anyway. Let's send it back. I'm not going to kill the little crappy crap. Okay, there's got to be something in here. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and finish out the battle pass, though, first. I've already made 2 pulls on my way teams. Let's see, what's here? Oh, I'm on the wrong page. I was like, what? Why is it not showing it? Usually it defaults into Fed. That's pretty odd there. So we pull that. We probably need to go. I'm going to go back here and see if the messages have spawned too. Yeah, I need to go back in the Fed space then. Okay. Yeah, and it's still important to me, even a player that I am, to come in here and pull these messages, because you've seen me score in the leaderboard events by making the G5 epic ships and doing it. I'm getting to the point where I got so many ships that I've got to be picky now. I can't just go ahead and do anything that gets put in my face here. Let's look at this. Do we have any pulls in here? We may later on. There is another Armada event type thing going. I don't know if they'll score or not. That's why I didn't use them all yesterday after I found out how to unlock the key of beating those. Still not easy because they're so damn fast on that last stage. I mean, they're really fast. The 50s are no piece of cake either, but not so good. She was using pictures that were older than her. I mean, younger than her. So I did. We didn't have a date. I told her. I said, usually in situations like that, I always just roll with it and go with it. But I'm tired of bitches doing crap like that. So I just told her, hey man, you look nothing like your pictures. You lied to me. I'm not really interested in hanging with you. I mean, I think she represented the age that she was, but she didn't. Her pictures were at least 10 years old. Because I'd even remark, damn, you look good for 56. I mean, they weren't totally unbelievable because I've seen women, older women that really don't age poorly. So I ended up just saying goodbye or I went somewhere else to eat. Well, I mean, I really don't count that as catfishing. Usually the catfishing ones are the ones that are not even using their real pictures. They're just trying to, or if they use the best pictures they ever took in their damn life and they only got like one picture, then that's what I count as catfish. No, these are just women who lie about their appearance. Now I've had that before, not recently, but back when I think it was like the last time I was on Match about 8 years ago. It was before COVID. That happened to me. I was on Match for about 3 years at that point, and I had that happen to me a couple times off a Match back in the day. Today they stand you up more than the catfishing shit. You just have to hope they show up. Because it's some kind of, I don't know if that's some kind of little game that they fucking play or what, but they just they'll and then I had a girl that was like all about how all this total sex kitten thing, and then you meet her, she's about the most shyest chick you ever saw. She was like a keyboard sex goddess, but when you met her in real life, she was barely talked to you, so she was like telling me online, hey, I don't know if you could handle my 8-year-old body and crap, and then when you meet her, she's just, nothing. At least her pictures she looked like her pictures though. But there was none of that. She just said that when I messaged her back, I said, well, what happened there? You were like all in, all about sex and everything. But when we met, you were like the most shy chick I ever met, and she was like, well, yeah, I was kind of intimidated by you. I didn't really think that you would look better than your pictures. And I'm like, what? Because that's not really true. And I'm like, well, you weren't, because there's a lot of, and the other thing you have to deal with, you got the women that really don't want a boyfriend. They want a pen pal. They want somebody that can be their online boyfriend, but they don't ever really want to meet up or date. You have to deal with that, where you talk months and months and months online, and then you never meet. They always have an excuse or whatever, but you have to deal with that too. So usually, if they won't meet right away, I'm out. Okay, so we got that one we can do. Let's do this one. Okay, export credits. We may have enough to do that one. I'll save that one for last. Let's see. Let's go up into the refinery first. And this has been a really good way to finish that one. Go into the Continuum, and that's the only thing I do is I save these just for this Alliance tournament. You can pull this, and how many 6-star? I didn't even get any of that. Oh, there's some right there. That's enough right there to finish it. All right, so we'll go back. So we pull that one. Uh-oh, what's happened? What happened there? Oh, collect. That's weird. I never seen you do that before. That almost screwed that up. Okay, so let's see. We got multiphasic credit. I don't plan on buying anything, but the ones I know that I'm not going to do any temporal destructors. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that one. Defeat 2 rare. Where's that one at? No. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that one last, but I'll go ahead and re-roll this one. Definitely re-roll that one. Same with the fusion rods. Same with the syndicate. It keeps still giving me the same crap over and over again. Fusion rods. Galactic recruit. Temporal destruct. Oh my. Which one is this one? Oh, yeah, we don't. Wait a minute. I can do that one. I think. Let's see. Hold on. We'll see. Let's go into the. Where's my refinery? I can't do that one. I think it's let's see if it's acquire or spend. Well, when we get back, let's see. Where's the artifact? Oh, I got 100. Oh, this is acquire. So I don't think if it's spend, I'm good to go with that. Let's go back to the tournament. All right, acquire. So no, we won't do that. What is this one? Acquire. Damn, man, I'm gonna go through all my. This is the most time it's taken me to re-roll some of these to get something I want. Okay, here's materials, gas. Okay, we got that. Make sure it's on there. Okay, so let's go up into. Do the exact same thing we just did. We're going to go into the Continuum, and we're going to hit gas. And where's the 6? Okay, we only got 9. We only got half of it. So now we're going to go into the. Wait a second. You know what we can do? Hold on. I don't think I made the pulls yet. Go in the refinery. Go into, oh, I did make the pulls, damn it, okay. But there is a place, let's go in factions, that I can make a pull and get materials right here. You won't get enough to finish it, but you'll get some maybe. And I did, I got 184, so that helps. It doesn't, so it looks like we need two. So we'll easily get it here, but I was going to try to save as many of those because I actually want, if I had to choose, I'd rather have, when we're doing this choice thing here, I'd rather have all crystal and titanium, but I need this for the emerald chain for my, okay, so let's see. So we got 774. Is that enough to finish it? No, we got to do one more. That should be enough to finish it there. All right, so we go in and into the alliance tournaments. We'll make our pull. All right, so let's see. So we got some multiphasics. We got this one. This one can be done, I think. Let me go make sure. I'm gonna look on my my Enterprise XO one. NX01 and see if we got, okay, we got 2 pulls today, so that helps. And let's see, we'll do that one. That one doesn't matter for the event, but let's look at it and see how many we got here. We've got 19, so we should be able to finish it. So let's go in the store, back in the Alliance tournament task thing, and we'll hit the X board credits. We need to get 6,000 of them, and that should be pretty easily with how many pulls I've got in here. Whoops, wrong place. All right, so let's go refinery. So we'll go right in here, and see, I don't pull these anymore. I save them for this because there's not much in the Xborg store that helps me anymore. So I'll just save it for Alliance tournaments. This makes it a really easy one to finish. So we need 6,000. We got 1,600. I got the snake eyes. Yeah, it's lagging. All right, let's see how many. It's lagging, so I'm gonna see how much points we actually got. Okay, I got 32.55, so I'm close. All right, so we go back into the refinery. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and use the safe one. So at least we get some every time. Okay, we're really two pulls in here and we're done. That should finish. Oh, we're like really close. That should have got us over the top. All right, so we're done with that. So we'll go over here. And all my tasks were done easy peasy today. Let's see what our... So right now I'm relegated, which that doesn't surprise me. I only have one player. I'm going against here's Alliance with 99 players and whatever. I can just that's the max I can score. Oh, I can't pull. I don't need those anymore. I'm gonna go ahead. How many we need to get the box? 4 more. We'll do that later. I need to loot anyway because I'm not making pulls here. We'll do that later. All right, so let's see what else we got in here. Oh yeah, we need to go in the faction store and see if we got any away team stuff over in the augment stuff we can pull. Okay, so let's do this. Reliant. Yeah, I don't those things that were like the main thing that I wanted, like that material for the officers in here. I can't. There's none that I can pull anymore. I finished that. So basically, I'm pretty well done with this loop as a whole. I'm still making pulls for the stuff in here because there are a few of the favors and stuff that I would like to complete eventually. I was really focused mainly on the officers in here earlier. Pretty much any of the ones, there's like maybe like two or three officers I can even pull from these right now. So I didn't ever get this one. Thought I did while I was there. Okay. All right, let's go all the way to the bottom. Make sure I grab the messages. Nope. Okay. So back to the augments. Let's go back. We got pulls and everything, but let's see if we got 1,000. What we can. This was the one I want to use, so we won't make an epic pull today. This one cheapens my repairs. And let's see, I guess I either finished that or, yeah, I maxed it out. So basically all this other stuff that would be nice is for the station. But I don't have anything to build right now. And I think it's all G6. So when G7 comes, maybe that one's not specific. So maybe I can still do that one. But anyway, so we're going to look up here. So I doubt we'll be able to make a rare epic pull. I think I used I can make a little small one. And I did get two officers I needed. So that's cool. But I'm collecting these, right, those things for in here that I can't spend though. That's the only bad part of it. But first of all, the more important thing we need to do is go in here and make these pulls first. These away teams. So I got I think I got 2 days there. I couldn't tell if that was Sigma or regular. See, there's at least we got 3 1-day ones, so we can finish that one that's got some good officers in it. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull these now. I mean, there's only these crappy officers left in here, so I don't really care if I get them or not. And here, is there? Oh yeah, he's the only one I don't have finished, I think. And the odds are going to be very low that I actually pull him. And I did get 2. Okay, let's see. Same thing here. I've got the pit crew. It's probably the only one left. Let's see if there's anybody else besides that. Nope, that's the only one. The Picard ones. And I got 1 wharf. The rest of them are ones I already had. Bunch of transporter patterns. Okay, so let's get the mega claim 2. I didn't get, that was a bad pull there. That one sucked. Oh boy. Let's kick the music on. I thought usually it comes on when I can't come on. Let me turn it down just a little bit. I was cranking it loud. Okay, that's better. I don't think I need this anymore. I think I got the last of these recruits in here. Okay, yeah, I'm done. So this one's completely dead now. This one is too, really. I'm just coming in here and getting the daily pulls. I had one hard officer that I could never pull in there, and I think I got it yesterday. See, do I have any pulls in here? I'll wait. Let's see. There's just really not a lot in here that can even help me. All right, let's look at our ex-Borg. We got this claim. I'm getting close to 64 on the syndicate level. And then I only have one level left. I don't think I do have enough to make. No, I don't. Okay, we definitely want to do this one. This one, what the heck? Anything that gives me is good. Okay, so we got artifacts, which I don't need. We will do this one. Okay, how many epics do we got? We got a bunch of epics. So let's look here and see if there's anything. I guess we could do both of these and get these off the board. I mean, they do help, actually. They're not a bad deal. I'm just not a big mining person. But I want to go ahead and use up some of these credits. So anything left here is all like G4, G5 stuff. That's the reason why they're not done. Or something with the gimmick ships that I already have finished. And this one here is another one for materials, so for G5 and G4, so they don't help me. None of these help, so basically there's nothing really in here except for these daily pulls left. I need this because I'm going to try to take one of these guys' territories really soon as a solo. Just for the hell of it. Just to be a fly in the ointment of the schemers' plans on this server. Okay, we do need that one. How many do we got here left? I did a bunch of them last night, 74,000. So let's look at some of these favors down here. So let's see, what is this one? Isolate defense while in wave defense. Why the hell not? That'll finish that one, I think. Yeah. And what is this one? Operated Zenith, critical hit, mitigation stats, and wave defense. Let's do it. Gonna make it even tougher. I actually need to do these though, but I don't know if I want to spend that kind of dough on that yet. Because there's so many other good stuff in here that I like. All right, let's see what we got. We got most of these that will go in about 30 minutes, or some of these artifacts and stuff. So we'll just wait for them before we do those. Terran, I don't have anything I'm pulling out of here now. I'm saving these up so when I do, if I ever get up to gold 3 or 2, I can use it for Ahura. Because Ahura's the only thing in there I really want. Yeah, I mean it is. I mean I've went on some good dates. But what's weird about it? I'm 61 years old. When I turned 56, used to when you were on Match, I said I'm 61 back. I was about 55, 56. I would get all these 20-year-old chicks that would message me on those apps, and back then Match had a strict filtering thing where younger women couldn't. I think it was like 12 years or something like that. They had a deal where I couldn't message them one way or the other, even if they messaged me. And I would get these messages from these chicks, they're like really hot. They're 20-something-year-old chicks, and I couldn't message them back. So they're writing me these things, and they're getting frustrated because I'm not messaging them back because I couldn't. But I was kind of curious why they'd want somebody my age, too. I would have done that. And so I guess it was right. I guess it was like 2 years ago. I was dating. I went on a date or something. No. This was a girl I used to know. She called me out of the blue, and we started talking, and we went on a couple of dates, and she was being a real bitch and I was at Twin Peaks, and the waitress overheard some of the things I was talking to her about, and then after I got through talking, she came up to me and she asked me if I was single, and I said, yeah, I'm single. It goes, and then later on she sat down and we started talking a little bit, and then she got one of those napkins and wrote her phone number for me to call her. And we dated for, I don't know, a couple months. And it was a pretty wild ride, too. That was fun. But she eventually wanted kids, and I told her no. At my age, I'm too old to have kids, starting a family, And that ended up breaking us up. But that's the big thing of that is they're in a whole different lot. They're fun to date, believe me, man. They really are, but eventually that's gonna be the thing. They're gonna have something in your life stages are totally different. And there'll be something like that'll come up, and you end up having to break up or something. And I don't like that a lot. And or like I've got weird hours on my job. I work 6 at night to 6 in the morning, 3 days one week, 4 days the next. And a lot of women don't get the schedule. And I don't have the kind of job I can blow off. I can't just decide Tuesday I don't want to go, or not Tuesday, but Wednesday morning I can't decide I don't want to go to work that night and just call in sick just because I don't want to go. And they don't get that. And then they get to the point where you care more about the job than you do me. That's just not true. I got an important job. I just can't just blow off work because I want to go do something with you. And okay, so we do have some of these. I do got to pull at least one of those. So there is an event today. I don't know if they scored. Last time they didn't. But the wording of it, they should score, even if it... We do have an event today. Let's see. Where's it at? Is it this one? Yeah, solo directives. So last time I did these didn't score for the 6 ones. Now I do have some of these, I think. We'll see if they score. and look at the prizes that are shit. Stuff I don't even need. So yeah, I think well screw this event, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we got our regular events here too that are on Sunday. I do need to do both of them. Because I do want the Naismith shard and I do want the materials. So we will make a run in that, and maybe I can go, I'll do a run in regular space and see if I can get enough of the, where's it at? For the officers. I'm really close to getting the Trillium D that I need for Kara here. So I got 85,000. I need 97,000. So I'm 13. No, less than that. Well, I'll be almost about 13 off because it's almost 6. So I need to get going here and get some of those Enterprise, you know, those bonus ships. In fact, let's go in that mirror universe and see if we got any pulls in there. I don't think so. I knew that we did. I did him later in the night last night. So later tonight, I might be able to do it if I can score some of those bonus ships in there. So, but anyway, let's get something done first. Let's go into the. We'll go first. Let's go. I know I got enough speed ups now to finish this. Okay, so let's go ahead and. I got 3, so let's use 1. Use that. Use a 4-hour. Yeah, let's go ahead and just. I don't like doing that, but I want to get it done. Because I want those officers back. There we go. We scored big on the. That's the reason why I did it. Well, we got a data one. So let's do. Okay, so. Where is it at? Okay, no, now that won't win it for me. You got to have a certain. So I need Jordy and I need Mud. Here we go. I think I need Mud as a captain. There we go. And we put Jordy on one of the sides there. Come on. All right. And sometimes you still don't get it with 92% critical chance. That should be enough to finish the battle pass. And probably let's do this crystal. Let's do the interceptor one. Okay, let's just see who they pick. No, we're not doing that one. Okay, so we put Parang in there. Let's see who else. Is there anybody else higher than any of the ones I've got on here that I don't need? Now there's another way you can do it too by putting a high epic in there. I may take the Romulan dude out and find a high. Where's what's his name at? He's really good for this. No, here we go, Mitchell. Okay, that increased it just to 98%, so that's good enough for me. Because I don't want to put any better officers in there than that. Okay, let's pull both of those. All right, let's see what we got going here. Okay, that gets that done. It should finish the battle pass. And this we did. Okay, so that's done. Let's see what else we got in here. We got the Vengeance event. But I want to go ahead and do something before that. I'm going to switch. Karn and Lorca for right now. Oh, come on. I'm going to see if I can wait for the 30 minutes so that way I can get a double whammy when I put Lorca back. Okay, so let's see what else we got in here besides the Vengeance event. Man, that's a joke. That's a horrible. This is a horrible prize right here, man. Let's see what the leaderboard event is. That's an Alliance one. There's dust here, but trying to beat the whole server is too tough. I mean, more than what I want. You're not enough for the the effort you would have to put in. How is the Spades world today? Oh, cool. The Horizon's a good ship early on. Like, it has really good warp range. You'll be able to use it up into your G4 stuff. Okay. Trying to find the. I'm reading something here. Okay. Trying to see, so since I got a message, I'm waiting to see. We're trying to find it. Okay, nope. Never mind. So anyway, so let's get busy here. So research and building. This is uses materials. So I never do these because it costs you in this leaderboard events because it wants the same stuff that you would use in the leaderboard event. So that one I never do. This one here will be done by just probably this one too. That one's using parts. Maybe one of my gimmick ships will help me score in that. I don't know. I think it's a leaderboard event anyway. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, we won't do that one. This one won't get done. We go with the next. So let's go ahead and get the little ship and load it up. We're going to put it in the last slot here. Dang, it's getting hot in here. I need to put my AC on. I'm gonna go ahead and kick that on real quick. We got an upgrade in here. Good deal. Okay. Let's go ahead and put, those are not the officers I want to put in here. Yeah, but down below deck either. So we're gonna do a complete overhaul. So we're gonna take our or no, I'll tell you what crew we should do instead. Where's Picard? Let's go ahead and do group. We're gonna use the Picard group. And I'm gonna switch that. I'm gonna put Rachel Garrett right there. All right, let's go take Protector. We're gonna take the Protector into. You know what? I'll change my mind. I'm not gonna use the Protector. Let's lose the little cube. The cube won't. Yeah, the cube doesn't do anything extra, but I do got some. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna switch ships. No, let's go back. Let's go back with a Protector because I can use the big cargo hull. Well, we didn't change it, so we'll leave it alone. But I am gonna put my cube back in here. I changed my mind. I thought about, hey, I'll go in there but so that one building here made me hit almost all the milestones in it. And one of the things I don't think I've done yet. Let's do this here. That's cool. I'm gonna try and do that myself. Eventually, I've got to pick the right property against the right people. I mean, the right territory. I want one that'll boast my PvP. "4 hours. We're gonna go there and rock the world. Let's see if these guys got anything today. 4 days, no. "2 days. Okay, we're gonna hit them today too, maybe, if we're still on stream. Let's go find our real buddies we like to mess with. Here we go. Yeah, we missed that one. Damn. Work screws a lot with them all wanting to do some of these. Let's stick these guys out. Okay, starting about almost 2.5 hours. We're gonna be hitting a bunch of these defenses. Anyway. All right, so we got our Protector, and I'm gonna quickly put the AC on. It's getting really hot in here. Okay, so I don't really have anything in here. I was just making sure. All right. Let's check these real quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything. What's that? What do I got? Says I got 5 pulls in. Oh, okay. They just finished, so we can do these. So I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna go ahead and take another pull of these. All right, so let's go in here and start looking at the. Oh, there we go. We start with the plane. So we'll do Q. Okay, I'm gonna wait until I'm gonna do some wave defenses later, maybe tonight. I'm gonna wait and do these then because I don't have very much of that left. But now we can go down here and look at some of these favors for the new loot. Granted, increases the interpretation. Right now, I'm not pulling anything from that. Okay, so what is this one here? Overhaul. What is this one here? Shadow market for survey. I'll pull it anyway. What the heck? Okay, so we got that done. I don't need this, but oh, let's go in that Alliance store, see if there's anything worth grabbing. Last time I didn't even do that with the stuff I'd earned. Okay, what was it I was pulling in here? Oh, that's this right here. I pulled that. I guess I could pull these. These are really the only thing left in here. I'm gonna completely make sure that's where it is. Yeah, where I'm at, there's not a lot of stuff in here I don't have already, or but where's the Zindy one? I'm gonna go ahead and pull these. Even though the Zindy's not that great anymore, but it's really the best prize that's in here. Okay, now I don't have enough for any of them. Let's see. Yeah, we can grab the independent credits. Okay, no, we got 1,000. Is there anything in here worth getting $1,000? I mean, I guess we could do the Urban Night. Okay, we got everything spent in here. We just hope we get some decent emerald chain. Now, what I really want in here, this is the only reason I'm doing the alliance tournaments, is hoping I can get well, it's not showing my emerald chain right now. What the hell? I was right before I was to get where's the first? I was right before one of the boosts in the. What the heck's going on? My emerald chain's all messed up. I mean, I was up to the point where I was going to get something to help my ship. I think I was going to get 4 here. I have to take a damn screenshot. Let's go ahead and refresh before we go ballistic on them in there. We're gonna get because this is the only reason I'm doing it is for the emerald chain to help my alliance, my solo alliance get better in the because there are good bonuses in there for ship stuff. Let's see if that fixed it. Okay, let's go back in here. No. I'm going to take a picture of this. What are you up to today? Okay, that fixed it. Thank you. So the reason why I got my vengeance is because when I lost all the emerald chain boosts that our alliance had, I was getting jerked around in there, so I left. They've asked me to come back, but I don't think I'm going to unless they put me in a higher ranking and within the deal where that won't happen again. I think it hit that big because of those upgrades I just did in the store. That was a bad pull. That one was okay. That one was okay. Yeah, I must have reset that when I did those because I think I made these just a couple hours ago. Okay, pull that extra token though for sure. I don't think there's anything in here. But yeah, when I did this here, I'm gonna have to go in here and hit it just so it will go away. Looks like it's not gonna go away. We know we already got those done. All right, so anywho, so basically where we're at part-wise is the one that we're working for right now is the Enterprise E. So I've got one more upgrade, but you see what a monster task it's going to be to get those 81,000. So what we are going to do, I wasn't going to do it at first, but I've seen how good this works against the Vengeance when it's completely tiered up. I am going to go ahead and tier out this Enterprise E. And I'll also unlock the last tiers on this cube too. So I'll have two cubes, it'll be like 160. And then I'll have this Enterprise, when it's completely tiered out, it's around 130 something. Even though the Krechna still can take it if you crew it right. But for some reason the Vengeance can't. Even though usually they're using the strike team in here for the Explorer, I'm using Freeman, so it doesn't really make any sense. I mean, of course, I guess it kind of does, because before they did this little new change on the Vengeance, I only had 3 seats below. And the Enterprise has got, a fully tiered out Enterprise is going to have 7 people below. And it's just too hard to overcome what you could stick below here to go against it. Unless you get this up to about probably, see right now I got it on tier 5. So if you're like tier 8, the Enterprise E is not going to have a chance against you, but until you get it really high tiered, they're going to beat you. And the cube the same way. I don't know about, since after they gave us this little bonus here, I haven't went against one with it yet. I mean a high tiered one, that is. Here in the research, I guess there's an ingression here. They gave us Vengeance people 2 new researches against the cube, because everybody who had one was up in arms in Discord about it, because this was promised to be a cube killer. Well, it isn't, because of the firing pattern, so they had to do something to make the ship stronger against the cube. Yeah, I have to make those ships to score in the leaderboard events, because I don't have anything I can upgrade on the station to score in those. And as you can see, what monster upgrades that I would have to do to score in that. That's probably $300 right there if I went in there and bought it. You know what I'm saying? So for one upgrade, $300. So to try to score with these high ships in the leaderboard events, that would just be brutal cost-wise. So what I do is I sit there and I wait until I'm close, and then I'll use 1 pack. for $100. Or if we got a thing like we got going today, I used it to do the other one, where we've got one of these things where's the store, and they got mega amount of parts, or about almost double. When this pack comes in the store, I always usually get it for whatever ship I'm working on. Let me find it. Featured. These right here. They got 200% of the parts, and so you get, usually in here you get like 1,900, 1,800. You got double the parts here. So I could get 2 of these packs, and I got my upgrade. And what's cool about it, the first one costs $100, but the next one costs 80. Did you use the G ships to win? Yes, when that counted. Right now the Vengeance, the Vengeance is using the new building as part of that, and Syndicate. So you can't even score using those anymore. They do that so people can't do what I did, where I planned out how to get the Vengeance cheap as possible. I got lucky. I stole one of the leaderboard events where nobody was doing it that week, and I got like 3rd. And that put me in a place to where I could do it in 3 weeks instead of 5. And now if you win it, if you're a crazy dude that wants to spend like 10 grand or some shit, you can get it week 1 when you're eligible by just spending the shit out of stuff, you know. But if you're like me, where you don't, I spend, but I'm not a crazy spender on this game. I don't have the kind of money into the game that most of you probably think. And so I found what I was doing is trying to fix my loss in power with some of these boosts in the Syndicate. Let's see, I'm trying to see where the first one was. This one here, I was going, when they pull the new one, this one here, I got that one. And after I got tiered up to that one, I was $200 from getting the SMS done for the Vengeance. So I went ahead and did it, and then I came like in 8th place and got, I'm thinking I got like, I think it might have been 100 blueprints or something like that. So I'm sitting here with 300 blueprints now, and I only need 1,000 to get it done. So I said, okay, well, I can use this to make myself better. So the next week I go in and I do the exact same thing, but this week I get 3rd. So now I'm basically the SMS and just anything I can get if I can fit in the top 10, I got the ship. So I basically did it for probably about $3,600 maybe at the most. I know that there's some people that spent like 10 grand to win on, but I'm not going to try to win the leaderboard event, because I know there's always going to be some dude that's going to spend way more than I can. And then I wasted all that money for nothing. But I waited till like an hour to the last thing, and I saw that I had a chance to get into 3rd that one day, and I did it. And that's where the extra $600 came in. And then the next week, I just finished the leaderboard event that they had. It was for the Squaw. They changed it up on me. I was like, okay, I'm going to get my Syndicate, and I'll be cool. That's going to cost me $1,000. I'm all good to go. And of course, they changed the script. They went ahead and put the Squaw is the main way to score. And I ended up taking my Squaw up to the second to the last tier, because what I did is what some of the guys didn't do this. They just went and spent between the tiers where you could get materials. I did pull them. And then when I came to a spot where I didn't have enough Transigen, I went and mined it real quick and then made the upgrade. Then I spent another one. It took me the whole 48 hours to do it. but I went ahead and did it so I wouldn't have to. It saved me about $400 or $500 doing it that way by actually making the pulls. But yeah, I spent about $3,600 to get the Vengeance, and I bought a few packs. But the thing about the parts acquisitions of those, and we'll see it here in a minute when I go and get the Vengeance. Okay, let's see if that cooldown is done, and we'll actually do that now. Okay, it looks like the cooldown is over with, so we can go ahead and do this now. Because what we're going to do is we're going to do two different things here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my ship. I'm going to go ahead and put my PvP crew in here. That means I'm going to have to redo that. I didn't ever take the whatchamacallit out because we were busy talking on here. So let's go out and we're going to put this crew. This is the crew I use in the Vengeance to kill the Breen. Basically, these three officers are the most important. These are just helping. And believe me, Brianna's, out of all, like you would say, why don't you have Hugh or Vial? Brianna works really good on this for some reason. Because I've tried Vial and Hugh in here instead of her. Because they're higher, because they're epic officers, and she's only a rare. But she does more work for it. And Hugh helps me because he helps me repair between rounds. Now, once I get this, if I ever get here, then I'm going to put probably Vial here. But for right now, this is what I got to go with. And I'll get about, with what I'm going to do here, I'm going to get, I'm going to go ahead and just change these. So I need to put my support ships up. Yeah, I mean, she's good for most things, but you've got to read what the hostiles' abilities are. And sometimes there is a better officer than Brianna on some of them. Not all of them, but some of them. Okay, let's find these stupid ships. Okay, there's the Sorrentos. So now we're going to go Titan. And we already got the Galaxy Quest ship out, so we don't have to pull anything else. So, and believe me, the Galaxy Quest gets you 2 extra hostiles up here. So you want to do that every time that you can. But the cooldown on that stupid thing is long. And I'm going to go in there and look at that. See if there is before we do this, let me go into the research. I meant to do this before this, because I was curious about this last time. I'm going to go into the mirror and see if there's any cooldown for the device. Okay, no. No, there's no research that shortens the cooldown. Some of these ships do have some in there, but this one doesn't have it. It looks that way. And this one I can't do with the Omega device until I get the stupid ship to 15. Where is it at now? I think it's 13. Let's see. I think it's 13. No, it's 12. I was one off. Okay, so this is how, guys, if you don't know how the Vengeance works, this is how the only way you can score the parts, unless you go into this store and come on, and you pull this one. And what this does is it gives you chances. It's all chance pull. And there's something else you need to notice too. No freaking interceptor parts. So if you're gonna try to buy your way up with the Vengeance, you're gonna have to buy this for the parts that you need to go up, but you're also gonna have to make pulls for these to get the damn interceptor parts. So there's two. So it's a double whammy on the spending if you're gonna buy it. So we got this, we got that, we got that. So that's all good. So let's go in here and get our exacoms here. So we're gonna go down here to combat. And we're going to use an interceptor one there. And then we're going to use one of the multi-purposes. Okay, now we're going to go here and see if there's any one of these we can use. We'll use that one. All right, let's go ahead and send these ships up there. All right, let's pull this out. So there is a spot. They actually put it in regular Klingon space, which is weird. So you're going to see a little system. You might have seen it on here. It goes from 50 to 70. But for me, I'm going to double check this. Hope they didn't screw me and make me go up higher. Now I found a way to kill these easier. That happened to me last time. Okay, whoops, that's the wrong event. Cold directive, this is it. Hostiles. Okay, so I can defeat the 71 elites, which is the system I got highlighted on there. So I'm going to send my Titan up there. I'm going to send my Sorrentos up there. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the 50 system, and I'm going to put this and just tell it stop so it's outside my station. And then I'm going to do the same with the Vengeance. And I'm going to pop this one and get the... Hey, do you know how you charge that stuff? I don't see where the juice is for that. Okay, so I need to bring my Vengeance here. It's in the gifts. It's the ship gifts, the same as the Titan. Oh, okay. I use it like 3 times a week now for this event. I never used it ever before that. But it's an important part of my game now. It's funny, some of these ships and stuff like that were never a player anymore, but now that they've changed some stuff up where the jump juice uses the same stuff as the Discovery, that event's back in play again, where it was a dead event before. Okay, so there's my Titan's already in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit it with the. Let's go ahead and move the Vengeance over closer to these hostiles. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and hit it with Sorrentos. Right, and now I'm going to go max fortification. And let's now hit his ability. So this is all going to give me some extra. So I've got to hit 20 of these. And this last time it gave me almost 15. Doing exactly what I'm doing right now. I got to watch the shield and make sure I don't hit it before it completely regenerates. Oh yeah, it's going to score in that in that event that I said I don't want to hit those little hostiles on. Okay, cool. I'll be able to finish that too. So that means we got 5 so far. We got about half a hull left. And we'll get 2 more when the Galaxy Quest thing hits me, because it'll give me like a quarter hole. Okay, so when I hit this one, it's going to activate the Galaxy Quest thing and give me like a quarter hole almost. See, it doesn't kill the hostile, but it gives me enough to hit 2 more. Oh, I'll get more than that. I'll get 3 this time. Okay, I might be able to kill this one. I don't know. It's going to be close. Okay, now I'm going to die here. I'm just going to go ahead and kill it because it's faster. So I can still use some of this 2 minutes I got left with what's its name. But the problem is the cooldown on the Galaxy Quest is 30 minutes. Okay, so we're going to go quickly get that thing back up here. So I can't use that, so I've got to just get it with the Sorrento's boost. Let's go ahead and send the Titan back. So now what I can do is I can go in here, and I'm going to switch these and use Lorca's Fist. That's why I went ahead and waited for the cooldown to go off, because I screwed myself the last time I tried to do this. Okay. Okay, what happened? Why did it not come up here? Oh crap, I think that took that out of there. Damn it, I should have waited till... Well, I don't think I was going to have any left anyway. Time it got up here, I only had like 2 minutes. So we'll hit Lorca's Fist. But I've got to kind of position myself where I'm close to as many hostiles as possible because it's so short. This will be okay if it gets here. I can get the Sorrento's to pop it as soon as it walks in there. Come on, come on. Here we are. Let's get the Sorrento's to hit it. Then we're going to use Lorca's Fist. Okay, so we're going to go here and cut these. I think we need 5. Yeah, we need 3 more. I think we've got it. Okay, Lorca's Fist is gone. Well, no, it's still there. How many? We got 23 seconds. See, Lorca's Fist is really good for these, but like I said, it's so short. And they're always so spread apart, so it's hard to really... It's not the hugely effective thing as it could be if it just lasted just a little bit longer. But we got what we needed, so that's all that matters. All these are like bonus for the hostile events. Okay, so we're done. That killed us. So we'll go ahead and fix it. Okay, so we got done with that. So we sent our Sorrento's home. Do you have PVE fits for this? What do you mean? I'm using a PVE crew in it right now. So we go out here and we go oh no, I could do that, but it costs too much to. You're talking about forbidden technology. I did that at first, but it makes the ship so weak during PvP. It's not worth it, and it just costs way too much to change. Damn it. See, this is such bullshit, man. That you make a pull and you don't get one of the officers. It's just bullshit, man. It really is. So I think Reliance Tournaments is done. I'm going to go here and make a sure. If not, I'm going to go in here and make those pulls. Let's go tasks. So do we have one more day of this? It says it ends in 1 day, 18 hours. So I guess we got one more day. I thought this was like day. So yeah, this is like day 5 of it. So I guess we're going to have another day of it tomorrow? Have 6 days? I got to find that out on there, because if it is, I do want to go there and finish pulling the rest of that choice stuff. All right, so let's go in there. We'll go in here and do the pulls for the vengeance in here. Okay, let's find the. Here it is, right here. Here it is, right here. So you get whether you buy the packs or you do the event, you get chances in here. And it can be any, you can get any of those, but the Holy Grail is this one, 8,000 points. And any of these are good because they're re-rolls. You get another roll plus whatever you pull. So the times 3 and the 8,000 are the Holy Grails in here. So nothing on that one. So I got 2 re-rolls, that's good. And we'll look and see. We're still way from good ways from doing that last upgrade here. Oh, we don't have. I mean 3. I got 3 more. I mean my next upgrade, I guess. So I've got 8,300. I need 14.4 thousand. So probably 2 more events unless I get lucky and hit that 8,000, which does happen. It's rare, but it does happen. I've gotten it like 3 times here. Oh, there it is right there. You're right. The reason I never pull these is because there are epic and rare officers in here, and sometimes we have events that you have to pull rare and stuff, so I'll wait, because there's none of these that I don't have finished. There's all transporter patterns, so I just let these stack up, and when there's one of those events, I'll unload on it and get rid of them. Okay, one of the things I did say at the beginning of the thing, we're going to talk about the big announcement. I did this early when I was on the stream because it actually popped in the message center when I was online, and we talked about it a little bit then. They decided they're going to make some changes in some of the upcoming improvements. Here we go. So we look at this transporter patterns. They're going to add officers. This is not right because 5 of 11's already in there. I'm thinking it's 7 of 9's if they're going to add, because 5 of 11's already in the store, so that doesn't make any sense. We got Strange New World Uno, which are going to help a lot of the player base in here. I've got her done, so it doesn't help me at all. And then you got your other PvP officers. You got Strike Team. I know they say PvP, Strange New Worlds, Leanne. It's really Strike Team Leanne. I've got her done. The Board Queen, anybody that's done the archives and done the Talios has got that one done. Borg was hard to get done, but I'm done with him. Wyoon, and then Gul Gadat. Gadat, or how you say that. But so those are all really good officers, but they're older officers. A big part of the player base has already got these finished. So this helps a lot of lower players or people who just started out, but the players that need the officers to add don't get anything. They get no help at all. Because let's go in here and get these officers here. Whoops! Come on! Back. So we go into where my deal. So I'll show you 5 of 11's already in here. She was like one of the original ones in here. Would they take her out? I know, I finished her in here. She was like one of the original players. Huh. They must have taken her out before. So I guess it is 5 of 11 then. But who the hell doesn't have her finished? But last time they put Cisco, Hammer, Worf, Lorca, and Michael Brennan. The only ones I had not finished was Cisco and Michael Brennan. I'd already had these already done. Huh. I swear to God, 511 was in here at one time because I finished her in here. So I guess they did put, it is going to be 511, but like I said, who the hell doesn't have her done? But they used to, she was in here because that's how I finished the last tier of 5 of 11 was using transport. But I remember that. Because I think she was like the first one I actually used on here. Because I was the closest to. But you can see right now I've got 14.4 million of the transporter patterns and no way to spend them. Because there's not any of these officers I don't have finished already. But I think the biggest ad they ever put in here was Tindy. Because she's as important as she was at the time. And not that Strike Team won't be important to a lot of players, it will. But they should have put a newer player for at least some of the people who've got, or like me, that don't have, that have all these tiered out already. That's going to be a bigger player base than most people are going to think. So a lot of people, and then we're the ones that's got the most of these transporter patterns to spend, and we don't have anything to spend them on. So that wasn't for me, that was no help at all. It might be for a bunch of you guys, but All right, let's go into the improvements. So we got that. So now they're going to basically expand the warp range of the ship, because that was really a big issue with the ship. I was having to take when I was actually using it, I was having to take my Discovery and summon it where I wanted it to go. But now what they've done here is if you've got a maxed warp range for your Fleet Commander Kirk, you're going to be able to reach the entire loop, it says. And they raised the hostile cap, but not enough. 500 hostiles is not enough. They shouldn't even be a cap. If somebody wants to grind all night, they should be able to. And then now they're going to make improvements to the new Strange World Montgomery Scott and Black Ops Mabinga, because they made those to fight the Sudaban hostiles and the Flashpoint stuff. And then the GM's going to come up here and lie to us some more. So who gives a crap about that? So that's what we're looking at for as far as the deal. I mean, it's helpful for some folks, not helpful for a lot. And all right, so let's go ahead and redo this one again. Oh my God. Okay, I lost some people below deck. Let's find them. Yeah, they didn't even do. They did one leaderboard event for the officer of this current arc, and that's it. They should have had that. If they would have done that last night, you would have seen probably 4 more epic ships in my dock. But they didn't even do it, so I didn't even try for that one because I got her at tier 2 right now. Let's put the upgrade so we can see it. So I've got her tier 2. I need that many more shards. I don't know if I would have got it through the leaderboard event and a milestone event. I probably would have. I probably would have taken her to 3 if I would have finished both of those and finished in the top 5, which I probably would have. I would have tried that. But yeah, this is bullcrap. We had one leaderboard event, and I think they put her like 10 or 15 shards in a couple of other events. Not enough to really do anything with her. Okay, let's see. Let's go. I need to go below deck. Let's see who I don't have in here. For right now, we'll put McCoy in there. Maybe Seska. I'm going to look through the whole thing, see if I'm not missing any of somebody. It looks like I don't have Brianna in here. Let's put Brianna. All right, so that looks good enough. So we're going to take the Galaxy Quest and see if we can farm some of those. All right. Let's see if we're going to farm some of that Trillium D from those Enterprise E's that are in there. All right, so we got to find mirror space. Oh, here we go. So I'm going to go into this system here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Babel. Okay. I'm trying to remember this path. I haven't been in that one in a long time. Because I want the... normally I would go try to get more of the G6 stuff in that space up in the transporters, but I need the Trillium D more than I do parts or speed ups. I'm going to stick it in there, and I'm going to look at my path and see where there's going to be and how you can tell is right here. Okay, there's going to be right here, and probably right there. Yeah, so we're going to go, and Dev, we're going to hit one. We're going to hit one there. There's nothing in this one, I know. And then we got one in the big one here. Okay, so we're going to go. Okay, so we know Dev, we need to stop in Dev, and we need to stop in this one. Okay. Yeah, I'm in real trouble with the hangar space. But they don't give me any other way to score. That's a problem. And I've yelled at a couple of some people higher up because they promised us scrapping by now. So it should be one in here. So let's look for the 50 ship. There it is, right there. So we need to go in Babel next. Okay, there's going to be a ship, one of those bonus ships in this system too. And I may have to go in there and mine some of this stuff tonight. Depends on how much I can get in this little ship of the Trillium A. Barclay, we need to go. I don't think there might be one in here. Look for a 60 ship. Come on, where is it? I'm pretty sure this. Yeah, this is the system that has this bonus ship in it too. So we'll just go ahead and pull it out of the rift. Wait till it pops up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop a few of these to see if it'll make it spawn. There it is. All right, so let's go in here. So now we get a straight shot into the 65 system now. Yeah, well, the thing is, not this July, but last July, when that GM guy that they're talking about's going to do another state of the thing, well, he did a Q&A in the Discord, and he actually answered my question, which was about the scrapping. Because they'd promised us that, and it never went into fruition, and then he told me it was coming soon. And then he was asked again about it, I guess it was in February or March, and he said, yeah, it was going to happen in the last quarter of this year. And then I talked to another person that I'm not going to mention because they didn't give me permission to do it. It was supposed to have been put into play 2 arcs ago. And he'd actually seen it on one of their practice servers, and he told me that the exchange rate was horrible. And I said, well, I don't care. I just need to get rid of ships. I don't care if it gives me any of the materials is going to help me. I said, I've got a ton of ships. I've got at least 20 ships I need to scrap. And but he told me, you're not going to be happy with the exchange rate. I'm telling you this. I've seen it. It's a joke. And I said, well, I don't care. I just want to get rid of the ships. And he also promised, too, that we would try to put, like there are ships like your Meridian you can't get rid of. And I don't need it. And I would like to get rid of all but one of my amalgams, because I only need one. Back in the day when raiding was a big thing, I made 3 of them, and I used the hell out of all 3 of them, especially warp raiding. But now I can use my 68 ships, and I don't even need those, But still, when I put that FT in my amalgam, it still gives me more than my highest 68 ship. But not by very much. There it is. There's one right there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, stuff like the Botany Bay, your Meridians aren't scrappable, your amalgams are not scrappable. And any of the gimmick ships are not scrappable except for like the Rev. So I would scrap a bunch of those. Especially I would get rid of my Monavine. I don't need that anymore. Yeah, the early, I never made that one, guy. I never made the early jellyfish, but that one needs to be able to scrap for the lower players for damn sure. So I'm filling up with these parts. With this Trillium A here. So this is better than mining. At least for the Trillium A, it is. The ones that you get for the Trillium D, hitting those hostiles, mining's the way to go all day long. Well, I mean, hell, like we got an event today that's not even worth doing for what the payouts are, because it gives me a payout for a material that I don't even need anymore. So most of the time, if it's going to be some of those early gimmick ships, then it's probably the award's going to be shit. I was all gun ho to do a bunch of those solo armadas today on the stream until I saw what the actual rewards for the event was. It's destructor stuff, and I don't have anything to spend them on. I mean, I'm sitting with 56,000 in my deal that doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, absolutely right. And even the dust one for the Alliance one's really low. For the kind of participation you would have to do to win it, it's a complete and utter joke. I mean, it's like, who the hell comes up with these art event ideas for this? Do they really think that all that is going to be worth people's time and trouble to do? Give me a fucking break. I mean, it's a total joke. I'm not even going to do any of them. And I was planning to do a bunch of them on the stream today. Because I don't even want to register in there. So as a kind of an FU to them. I might have to, because it might be something I need to do for something else, but I'm not going to engage with it. Fuck it. I mean, let's look at this. Look, even for the Armada one, which has dust, it's a complete and utter joke. First place is 300? 300 don't do anything in that stupid research. That does nothing for you. Nothing at all. And that's for first place. If your Alliance wins first place, and these other ones are just utterly ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell came up with this? Oh, they're going to go crazy for the disruptors. 3,200 of those. And I'll show you guys. I'll show you how little that helps me at all. I'm sitting here in a refinery. Let's find it. Forbidden Tech. No, not the wrong thing. Artifacts. Look how many of these. Oh, I got more than I even thought. I got 105,000 of those I can't spend. And if I do this to it, then it just makes other material I can't spend. You know, right there, you know, so. Woo! And then I've got all these I can get. Here, I can do this right now. Where's it at? Wrong thing. Over here. Okay, okay, let's go ahead and make that pull. I'm getting this one's gonna doesn't use those other particles. Okay, so I want to convert. I don't need to do Stotty's Triton anymore. I didn't know I already finished it. So when I make those pulls, so if I do this, but I don't have any of the other ones. But usually they would have the disruptors I get from that from those. I think I made that pull last night. But I can make a pull in there and get way more than whatever. So that doesn't even help me at all. God, man, I was pissed. I actually saw it and didn't look at the rewards earlier when I logged on. I said, cool, this will be cool to do on the stream today. Go in here and do all these different armadas. You know, but then you got all these different solo armadas we could do. but it's not worth even engaging with what they gave us there. It's a joke. All right, let's see where we're at as far as we need to finish this up. We probably got another one of these ships in here somewhere now. Let's see where it's at. Time for another one to spawn by now. All right, let's go ahead and hit some more while we're waiting for it to spawn. Usually I've spawned before. Another one has spawned before the last one I hit in here. Man, you used to, before they first came out, this was like the, oh, here we go. Okay, we're done with the event. So now it's just getting resources at this point. Let's see how much we got. Yeah, we almost got a full cargo hold Trillium A. And that's a lot faster than mining it, believe me. Especially using this loot crew I got rolling in here. Plus whatever I get up here too. Can't forget that. Sometimes when you're using a regular ship, sometimes that you get more from the pulls than you will in your cargo hull. Though the D3 been able to retire my well, I mean, your D3 is just going to get better as you tear it up, guy. Really, the faction ships are so much better than those ships. So retiring the other ones and maybe even scrapping it will probably help you out more. Because I wouldn't have any of those unless you don't. Well, I don't know. Keep it for right now, because you may get to the point where you can get the entry level on the solo armadas. You may need it, but hopefully you'll have a couple. Maybe get you a couple other ships before then. So I wouldn't scrap it now, but I would get all those really lower ones that don't help you anymore. I would get rid of them all. But you need 3 ships that you can use in the for some of these solo armadas. So you got to start thinking like that, because even when you do unprove and go to get your what's it the next one up? Is the Burrell the next one up? When you get your Burrell, you're still going to need your D3 for the solo armadas, and maybe even the last of those research ships. Now you need to, for a player like you, then you need to start looking at the Defiant. When the Defiant came into the game for me, it was obsolete. But for a player in the low 30s,
I mean, low 20s or low 30s, the Reliant is a good addition. Not the Reliant, I mean the damn it, what uh, the Defiant. Defiant is, will help you with those solo armadas. But when it came to when our server, at least server life, it was I already had three G4 ships that were better than the Defiant, so it didn't really help me at all. But I would work on getting the Braille next, and then once you can start pulling blueprints for the Defiant, that's something that I would work on. So because the solo armadas are going to be a big player in the rest of the game for you. So you need 3 ships to do it.
Enterprise D. Well, Enterprise D is way above your thing. That's an Op 60 ship. But the Rotarian is a much better ship than the Enterprise D, though. I mean, I was killed with my Rotarian. I was killing some of the G6 ships with it. Here we go. There's one right there. See, this is Enterprise E. And it's a bonus ship. You get a bunch of. Let's see if I can click on it before it dies. Do a scan on it. I'm going to go back. Yeah. So we got 3 of them. And now our cargo hold is completely full. Now it's just to get drops. How much time do we got left in here? And hopefully maybe get one more of those Enterprise. So we got 8 minutes. There is a chance we'll get one more. Like with your regular warship, you're after about 5 of the hostiles, your cargo hold's completely full. So you need to be able to use a ship like the one that I'm using, the Galaxy Quest, was actually made for this, or get your junker high enough that you can utilize the space in there. See, my junker's a lot bigger. I should have probably put that up here. But I kind of got stuck in the mind of mirror space and this stupid little ship. Next time I'll take my junker up here. My junker has the biggest cargo hold. See, it's got 65 million where this one only has 26, so it's more than double. So if I would have thought about it, I should have brought that one up here. But I was more thinking of these Enterprise E. That's really what I wanted in here. And these do, like you said, they've got research just to kill these. Even though I know my junker probably would have no problem with it. But I didn't think I was going to fill it that easy, to be honest with you. Dude, that one got away from me there.
Yeah, it looked like that ESPN WrestlePalooza thing looked like it was really good. I watched some of the highlights on deal. They let Lesnar come in there and beat the crap out of Cena, so I'm glad about that. I'm surprised that he would let that happen, to be honest with you. So I guess they're going to set that up as the final match, and then Cena goes over somehow against Lesnar. That's what they're doing. Because right now, Cena has lost twice bad against Lesnar. So I bet that's what they're doing. They're setting up the last match to be him versus Lesnar, and he goes over to the win and goes out. But it's weird that they took the belt off of him. And at that one pay-per-view, I didn't realize that. That's how little I've been following it, because I don't like Cena. And but I didn't know why they got Cody Rhodes as the champion now. So, but I found out that he lost at one of the events somewhere. I don't know where it was, but yeah, a lot bigger cargo holes you saw. But I was really surprised that they let that. But that's what they're doing. They're setting up the final match between Cena and Lesnar's going to lose. That's the one thing people can't criticize Lesnar for. When he needs to do business and lose a match, he'll do it in the WWE. He did it for Drew McIntyre. Because I don't think any way in hell Drew McIntyre beats him in real life. He's a big boy, but Lesnar's just. I think if he wouldn't have had that intestinal disease and lost all that weight and nearly died from it, from the sepsis of it, I don't know that anyone in the UFC ever beats him. He wasn't the same play. He wasn't the same person after the disease. There we go. Let's get this. I mean, he's looking ripped, almost like he did before he had the the surgery. Yeah, I mean, I never liked Cena. The Cena era is where an era of the WWE I didn't watch that much because I hated his gimmick. His gimmick was really stupid, and I thought when he did the Marine and he was doing the whole salute and all that stuff with him never being in the military, to me that was a big no-no. At least Sergeant Slaughter was actually a military guy before he wrestled, so he's not a poser. And I know that most military guys don't like posers, and John Cena is the biggest poser there is. Even though that movie was pretty good, The Marine, but that was ridiculous. They let him do that gimmick. But just because you played a Marine in the movie doesn't give you the valor of one of the real guys that went to Iraq or Afghanistan or even all the older veterans like Vietnam and Korea and all those places. Those guys earned that shit. John Cena earned shit. So we got 35 seconds. So we'll see how much closer that gets us to Miracara being done. I'm hopefully when I make my draws later on that it'll get me closer to where I can finish her tonight or tomorrow. Okay, that should be the last one. I'll go for one more, but it probably won't make it to it. Nope, I was wrong. Damn, I got one more. All right, there we go. So let's recall that. And we got a bunch of loot. Let's see how we got over 100 drops. Let's see how many drops we got. Well, that's not a bad haul at all. 138 is a good run, even though I didn't do it the whole time. I'm talking to you guys and showing stuff on the thing. All right, so we got. See, this sucks, man. By the time you get there, you don't need the Nova no more. You know what I'm saying? They give you Nova ones. That's another ship I want to completely get rid of all of my Novas. So we got 2,000 of the Trillium D by doing that. So that's not gonna be a huge help, but it's gonna help some. Let's see. So let's go Miracara. So that puts me 10,000, about 10,000 away. So that's probably going to be 2 days pull in the refinery at least. Shit. I don't think there's any Trillium D in any of these weekly packs that have stuff like that in it. That's one thing that they don't have in here, I don't think. Let's look and see if they got a weekend or like a weekly pack that has some of that in there. I'll make that pull just so I can get done with it. Let's look at them. I didn't think there was any in here, but I was looking anyway. Sometimes they put stuff in weird places. Let's see if they did that. See, do they have that ship in here even? Let's see if it's in here. Nope. Okay, here we go. Is it in here? There was a Mega Dust, but no Trillium D. That helps the ship, but it doesn't. See, this is actually a pretty good pull. If somebody's trying to do Syndicate. So you get 225. So that'll finish one of the 10,000 point deals for $50 instead of 100. Just for letting someone know if they looking for something they are going to spend. I think this finishes. I think I've done it with it before. Let's see if we can find it somewhere else. Oh, I know how to do it. Never mind. Let's do this. Let's go back to the office. Let's see if there's any of these packs in there that have it in there. And see how much it is. Let's go Trillium. I think it's going to... Yeah, it puts me here, but there's nothing in this. There's none of these that have it in it. We'll look again. I'm pretty sure I didn't see any. Okay, none in there for sure. None in there for sure. I thought it might be in here, but I don't see any. It has all the. This is best. Maybe the best one of these pulls in here. But see if it's going to be anywhere. It would be in here. But there is no Trillium D in here. I wonder when they're going to put the Reliant in here. They still don't have the Reliant in here. Okay, what is this? How many? Let's see how many of the actual loot you get. Where's G6 parts? See, look, you only get 31,000 of these. The other pack is a lot better. But you do get a bunch of these bad boys, though. I don't even know what I'd spend it on, actually, right now. Maybe Shanks, but... See, I'm not close. If I was close, then I would do it. But I'd have to buy 2 of these packs. And I don't think they're going to give you 2 shots at it. I'm looking to see if there's anywhere else, any Trillium D in any of these. Now this is not a bad deal. I've thought about making this and getting it for the Enterprise parts. So you get a guaranteed of almost 20,000, and then you're going to get a pull every day. And we'll look at that here. Where's it at? All right, so you go in the event store. You see these rewards. So every day you're gonna get. I'm gonna get almost 1,000 of these, and you're gonna get. I guess 10. How many you get? Let's see how many you get of that tokens. How many of the tokens actually? 20. So you get 2,000 of the daily tokens, and so you can use 100. So it gives you 20 pulls, I guess. Let's look. Make sure that I'm right about that. Whoops, I went back to the... But you'll be able to use it for all 3 of them. That's the thing, they don't tell you that. You can sit there and buy all 3 of them and use them all on one. So yeah, you get... Oh, I did go to the right place the first time. I think it's 100 for every pull. Yeah, so you get 20 pulls. But you could sit there, and if you were wanting one so bad to get a daily, the problem is you don't get the bonus in the front. And that's a big bonus to not have. You can sit there and do 20 pulls, so that would equal 20, just a little bit less than 20,000 of those. Let's see, enter events. What is this? Oh, I'm in 10th place, even though I haven't really spent anything. Nobody's really going hard at this because it's a crappy reward. You get an older officer that really is such a niche officer that once you got your Reliant that, your Reliant, you didn't really need her anymore because they basically do the same thing. Yeah, they should have had the new officer in there. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, when I was your deal, I raised hell with that D3. The D3 is a strong ship. Maybe the gun situation, but the kinetics on that, especially you do the research on it. It's out of the three of those ships, the Mayflower and the Romulan, it's by far the better of the three. I know, because I used when I was there as on the server. I don't think I've ever lost to a Mayflower or the other one with it. I even went up and took the rare ships with mine. But also the key thing, you need to really look at your officer requisition and start working on your strike team. The interceptor strike team is a vital one that you need. But I'm not really sure where your server is as far as power wise and what other people have on your server. It's hard for me to really know what it is until I see a whole map of what's going on your server. Like when I joined, I should have used the novice token and went to a lower server, because there were already people that had enterprise. The first, the 34 regular enterprise, there were people that already had that on the server when I joined. I should have used at 12 or whatever it is. You can switch. I should have switched to the newest server that was in the game. But you don't know that. That's why putting the novice token that low is kind of bullshit, because you're still trying to learn the game. You're not even thinking the big picture of where you're at on the server. You're just not. You're worried about building shit. You're worried about trying to get to that first faction ship. You're not worried about what the server is as a whole. I mean, I think they should give you the transfer token where you can use it any ops level that you're in. So so you're playing here, say I'm ops 32, and I don't like the whole row and all the bullshit that's going on this server. I can go on Discord and find a server I like and then transfer to it. I mean, there should be transfer tokens in the store that you can buy at any time, where if you don't like where you're playing, you can move somewhere else. That's one thing that they're doing wrong in this game, because if they did that, they would, I think, less players that are like farmers on a PvP related server, they wouldn't quit. And then for someone like me who would like a bigger challenge, I can move up to like server 10 or something and go to town, But they just don't. They really don't think things out on the design and the overall focus of the game. They just don't. They don't understand their own game and how it's played. I mean, the biggest thing with this is one of the things. This stupid event here is where's it at here? This one here is a prime example. 3,200 of these disruptors is nothing. It's a joke. It's an insult, actually, to what you would have to do to actually win it. Let's see how many crazy dudes that went crazy on this. See? Look at this moron. He went and he's got like, he scored 1.5 million and he's getting nothing out of it. There's just nothing there. It's not worth the effort. Even if you're a player in the temporal destructors help you. That's most of the people who need them know that 3,200 it doesn't do anything as far as helping you upgrade your artifacts and stuff. That maybe gives you 2 upgrades, maybe. What the hell? It's just nothing. Not for the effort you're going to have to pull off to win it. I mean, they have stuff like this all the time. Where I remember Echo was on Reb's show, and Reb was trying to tell him that or but either Reb, it might have been DJs. It's one or the other. He was on DJs or Reb's program, and they were trying to tell him that the assaults were a joke, that they weren't worth doing, and he was like, "Oh no, people are going to fight to get that plasma." You know, and it just never happened. But, I mean, you just do it to be a nuisance or an asshole now, you know. Well, we have much change here for a minute. I gotta see somebody's writing something in the thing I need to read here real quick. Oh, let's see what screen do I got up. No, that's not gonna help. Let me bring up my Yahoo. I'll go to my Okay, this is my YouTube page, and if you guys aren't, any of you watching that aren't subscribers, please check that. It doesn't cost you anything. It does help me a lot. I'm trying to get to one of the milestones on here, and I'm really close. So just a couple of hundred of you that are watching it, you know, push subscribe, then it will help me a lot. But I got to read something. Something's in Galaxy I need to read. No, this is some bullshit. I thought something major was going down. Just a bunch of mental idiots. I can switch back. But yeah, if any of you are not subscribers on my YouTube page, I would really appreciate it if you went and did it. It'll help me out. I don't ask a lot. I don't harp on that kind of stuff every stream, but I am really close on getting one of the milestones that I need. So any of you guys that aren't subscribers, that would really help. So let's see. So I'm trying to see what I can do next in the game. I really don't see much. I guess I could go in and finish this event real quick. I'll just use the same crew. I'm just going to go and put my discovery on. They made this event relevant again. Now that it uses the jump juice, and the other ships uses the same as the discovery. So they actually made this event that I need to do every week. I hadn't done it in a long time before that, because I just never really hardly used my discovery any. Okay, so let's find one of those spaces. Let's find the 28 one. There's one. But now not my Vengeance. I haven't unlocked that on it yet. But my Krechna, my Enterprise E, and my 70 ROM ship that I don't have out, they all use the same material as the Discovery to jump. So now that's important for me to finish this event every week. And it's easy. You only have to hit like a handful of these hostiles and you're done in here. Before it's easy to finish real quick, but it just didn't help me, so I didn't mess with it. I'm pretty sure once I get done with the ones I've got marked, then we're done here. See, I'm already scoring right now. We'll check it after that. I'll go ahead and take these two. Give me more of that stuff in my cargo hold, though. But I'm pretty sure I'm already done with it. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm already done with it. It don't take that many to finish it. It's a real easy of one to do every week. But it gives me the valuable jump juice for my... See, if I wanted to take my Krechna there, I can use uses the same jump juice as the Discovery. So now the event has become something worth me doing every Sunday. I didn't do it last Sunday. I forgot about it because we had some big event. It was a big grind event last week, I think. I was so busy, wrapped up with it, I forgot. And for lower players, it's really good because you get all these speed ups. You saw those speed ups I got? If you do it every week, it'll help your game a lot. But when I got to the point where I didn't need the speed ups and like the Discovery's not a big part of my game. Most of the time, I'll use it to summon myself when I get stung in one of these defenses down here. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it in the dock, actually, right now. So I'm going to go in and, while it's flying back, I'm going to go in here and reset my ships. So I'm going to fix it. I'm just going to leave whatever's in there unless I got somebody. We'll check our ships. Okay, we're all good to go on that one. Probably the only three I'm going to use is the Krechna and the Cube, maybe. We'll check the other ones. I'll check my Enterprise E. Something I can see if is there any upgrades in here that doesn't use commons, uncommon. See, that one uses uncommon parts. I can't use that one. That one uses uncommon parts. I can't do that one. Yeah, all these are going to be the same. It would take too much of the uncommon parts I need for the Vengeance to do these upgrades. So this ship is probably dead in the water until I get my Vengeance where I want it. Or when the Vengeance stops using uncommons. All right, let's go look at my refinery real quick and see if I got those pulls in the Mirrorverse yet. 3 hours there, 2 hours there, 2 hours there. And let's see in here. 3 hours for the pull in here. So that's going to probably get me about halfway there. Then tomorrow I'll be able to tear up Kara the rest of the way. Yeah, Incursions is happening next Saturday. Unfortunately, I'm working next Saturday. So, I probably will not be very active in it again this time. because one thing, the reception at my work is so bad that I don't see real time data. To me it'll appear like these hostiles here are moving around and shit, but that's the game. It doesn't update. It'll sit there and show you this, and it'll actually be not what's going on in the game when I go in outside or something, and I have my iPad in my hand. I have to go outside to get real data in here. That control room in there has too much interference with the game. I mean, Wi-Fi on my phone and shit is fine, but for some reason in this game it doesn't work real well. All right. Got that all up and going. Let's see if we got anybody. Let's see. Okay, wave defense territory defense just started. Okay, those guys I don't really have an issue with, so I don't care about messing with them. All right, I got to take a little break here. So I'm gonna pod this thing down. I gotta make a telephone call. Yeah, you have to be in a system below 19 and below for your shields to work. So they're not hiding anywhere. It's just the way the game's designed. You can't be in your shields don't work if you're in a 20 and above. They don't work. So they're not hiding. It's the way the game's played. You're supposed to move into lower space so you can shield, and then when you're active, you can move around. But when you're not active, you're going to be in a low space shield. That's why I haven't moved since the last incursions. I used to move around on the game all over the place, but now I don't because I've got that jump ability on my ships. And if I need to go anywhere, I just do that. All right, I gotta make one more call, but I saw your message on there. I wanted to answer. Nobody's hiding in the system below 19. That's just the way the game is played, or at least that event is played.
Captain Jack Speed with fire in his eyes, conscious of the storm, no one hears their cries. With a bird of praise flying high and proud, in the shadow of the stars, he attacks the crowd. War cries echo the empire's might, destruction and glory in the dead of night. Through the darkness, the engines roar, slicing through the void, forever seeking more. With a fierce resolve, he charts his fate, the honor of the empire never too late. War cries echo, fury unleashed in the heart of battle. He's a savage beast. Service 34, the wisdom in the change. With cloaked intentions, the tide feels strange. Captain Jack Spade on quest for pride. With the advised blessing, there's nowhere to hide. Through the stars, he weaves a tale of dread. In the heart of battle where only legends tread. War cries thunder as the engines blaze. Captain Jack Spade in a deadly phase. In the void between stars, his legacy will grow. A tear-born civil war makes the legends flow. With every conquest, the empire stands tall. In the wake of his wrath, they fear his call. War cries echo, dark shadows loom in the heart of battle. They sing his doom. Captain Jack Spade with vengeance in his grasp. A fierce warrior's might, no thing left to clasp. It's a common thing to claim the throne with the empire's power forever to be known. War cries thunder as enemy ships fall in the realm of stars. He stands proud and tall. Unfortunate battle, his spirit attained. Rising from the ashes, his legacy names in the depths of the content of fury nights. Captain Jack Spade ready for advice. War cries echo, vengeance unleashed. In the dark of night, his power increase. Steel against steel, the voice starts to shake. With each strike he
They're broken. They don't give you the points that you get and everything on here. So I don't know what the deal is with that. So they're just broken.
in the chaos of war and a midday, to God strong with the memory.
As you can see, when I go and look at this, they're gonna give us the points. It just doesn't do the little banner like it usually does. We'll go into the refinery now. I can show you, or not the refinery. I need to go into the faction store. See, no. We're section 31. So it gave me about 8,000 or so of these and 13 of that. What I'm crazy is with this stuff, but there's nowhere for me to spend it. So I maxes out at 400. So I need to take this down to 300 of these so I can get.
Your blood is on my
from here? When all is said and done, will I still be your one? As my ship goes down in flames, my heart cries out your name. As the skies come crashing down, all that matters now is where you are now. Where are you now? Don't leave me in the dark. The pain will only start. Can't go on without you. There's nothing I can do. Don't leave me in the dark. The pain will only start. Can't go on without you. There's nothing I can do. When all there's a heart in the light shine and stand. When something fills my heart.
The stars are burning bright. The Klingons struck at night. Shadows creeping in the dark. The Enterprise is torn apart. Screams echo through the void. Lost in chaos, so destroyed. The end is wrong, but it's too late. Clutching metal unto fate.
Dustin, that's how the Incursions is played, dude. You don't understand how the thing is played. That's what you do. You're not supposed to be in systems above 20. If you do, your shields go down and people can raid you. That makes you an idiot if you put your base above a system 20 or higher. You're just giving yourself a target. You don't understand how Incursions are playing. And there has nothing to do with Scopely's terms of service. How the hell did you get that? I mean, that's a whole part of the game that they've written into it, that if you put your base in a system 20 or higher, you can't shield. So tell me what you're thinking about. So what part of Dallas do you live in?
System failure, systems ablaze. Shattered dreams in this cosmic maze. The Klingon crawl, their shadows dream. In this final hour, no secrets to keep. Ripping metal echoes dry. In the
Well, now he's thinking that players shouldn't be able to go down in the below 19s if they're higher players. He doesn't understand how incursions is played because he's a lower player. That, yeah, you can be unshielded in 19, but your shield doesn't work if you're in system 20 or above. So if you're going to station there and not be actively playing, that's suicide. That's hurting your server in so bad of a way that because the other side will be able to raid the hell out of you if you stay in a system that's 20 or above, or stay in territory. Territory is even worse. But that's the way the game is played. Everybody's supposed to move in systems below 19 and below to start the thing, and then you can move around as long as you're playing. But if you're not actively playing and you're stationed up in 20 or above, you're just making yourself a raiding target for the other side and helping your server lose the incursions. But he's a lower player. He hasn't played it, so he doesn't understand the dynamic of it all. It's not that nobody's hiding. That's the way the game's played. If you're not actively playing, you're supposed to move down into lower space and shield, so your server doesn't lose because you're a dumbass and don't shield up in. You're not shielded up in higher space. See, that's what loses incursions for most people, because people don't move. They'll just leave their leave their stations up 20 and above or in territory and just blow their server out of the water in the first hour, you know. That's how the incursions are lost, by people not moving and shielding. Okay, I'm going to try to re-roll, see if I can pull some better missions. I don't want, these are crappy ones. This one's not too bad, but I might even do this one. Definitely not using her. Oh, you know what? She's not that important. I'd rather not use Tucker, though, because I need to do some... Let's see. Let's see who we got in here that we can pull. Okay, this is what I want. I don't care about... I know I'm not going to have very much of a chance with that, but that's okay. So I'm going to do a couple of these real quick. So I'm going to see if I'm going to re-roll and get something better. Okay, let's see what this one is. This one may give us a bunch of... Okay, I can do that. Okay, we'll see if we can do it. Okay, why the hell did it not get her in here? Let's put... Okay, we got to put somebody better than her in there. Okay, that's a better chance. I do want these. If there's any way I can get those. Let's look and see if there's anybody else I could put in there that would top that. I don't know if there is. Let's pull him out of here and see if we can get that other... Or I'm going to see if we can upgrade him some to get him to what he needs to unlock this last one. See if that'll get us over the top. Okay, well that's about as good as we can get it right there. Now let's put him in there and see what that does. Okay, that improves that a whole lot. Let's see if there's anybody below with the other traits. I don't think Tilly, she's got the same stuff. Scotty, but I don't want to use him. Dang, I keep leaving my thing on dictate on my phone. I can try it, but I don't think it's going to help any. No, I actually lost, so we're going to put him back. Okay, so we're going to... I don't need her at all, but I would... That's a lot of those medals. All right, let's re-roll one more, see if we can get something better than that one. I need something interceptor. Okay, let's see if we got another one. We do. Okay, the survey's okay. I could use some survey parts. Okay, I can live with that. Okay, now I don't know. Does anybody know where this token goes? It's supposed to go into right here, but when I go to it, there's nothing to be. I've got about 20 of those that I've earned, and I don't know where they're located at because they're not where they're supposed to be. Okay, let's go. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's supposed to be here. That's where they're supposed to be, but they're nothing. So there's, yeah, but I'm in my alliance tab right now, and they don't show up. All the other ones do, but not the PvP. Yeah, let's go back in there. I see everything else, all the other ones. Yeah, I'll get it right now. I've got like 20 of them. Because I've been pulling that here lately every time I see it, and I can't find it anywhere. So I'll go in here and do it right now. I'll show you it doesn't show up. Whoops, wrong thing. And nobody can tell me where it goes. It seems it doesn't go in there. So we'll go in here and we'll do it right now. Okay, I'm gonna look and see if I can find another officer that has. It doesn't really matter because I'm gonna. Which one do we don't have? I'm looking for the. I don't have any. I would put Q in there and pop that one, but I don't have any juice now. Okay, claim. We'll put him there. Okay, we got 100%, 79% of that one down here. So there should be no reason that we don't. So we'll go ahead and do it. Okay, it didn't do it. It didn't give me. It didn't give me the deal that time. But I've done at least 20 of those, and I can't find them in the. I think I used one of the officers I used, and I used in one of the away teams. Then I can't remember which set I used, but there is a set that you win it every time. But I've asked in Discord, community managers, nobody can tell me where the hell those things are going. If they're going somewhere, I got like 20 of them. No, I didn't ever pull those until I went on my own because I thought that'd be a boost to help myself out as a solo alliance. No, I've been just pulling them recently. That's why I don't know where they're at. I always just skip those. Because before you didn't source those speed ups like you do now. You source a shitload of them every day. Before they were hard to come by. And the whole away team thing was dead to me because I'd already finished it and got all the stuff that I wanted from it. It wasn't until they redid this whole away team thing, and I was on my own by then. So I don't know where those things are going. I got like 20 of them. Because the other day during I think it was last incursions, I looked to see if I could find them, and I couldn't. And then I looked into it more, and they're supposed to be right where you said, but they're just not in there. And I really can't get anyone to help me. I want to see if I got a reply from that community manager on that. You can see right here, here's another example. You finish the build. That's not even enough to buy. That's not even enough to pull an epic officer. That's bull crap. Right, back to put the music back up. I just saw that. I was wondering why I didn't get anything out of it. Okay, let's make sure. This damn thing is broke again. As you saw, it was lagging on when I was trying to move the ship around, and then when I cleared a localization, it put all my ships back in the stock. It did this last night too. I'm gonna have to send another deal on it. So now I need to go to Discord. All right, guys, I think I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to end the stream. I'm kind of pissed off. This is the second time in 2 days this has done this. And this is really the only thing left I want to do is do the wave defenses to get more loot. I'm going to have to get them to refund at least 2 directive starts for me. Because there's 2 of them. I lost one today and I lost one yesterday. So I'm going to end the stream here and see if I can get hold of somebody on Discord that can help me.